Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter Rise. And in this one, we are talking about the Insect Glaive. Of course, the weapon focus today was GUNLANCE and Insect Glaive. If you guys missed GUNLANCE, that's already on the channel. But this time, we're talking about the bug stick. So if you guys do enjoy this, like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you guys have any questions. And of course, keep it locked because we've still got a few more weapon videos to look forward to. Saving one of the best till last, of course, the Charge Blade. Definitely cannot wait to see that one. But to begin with, starting off, we see the Hunter in full Kezu gear, which is kind of cool to see. In the intro montage, we see some familiar moves, and we then see the setup for one of the Wirebug attacks. But if we then jump over to the actual gameplay, first things first, we get confirmation that Giratos is making a return. I'll be honest, not exactly that happy about this one. I don't really think Giratos is the most exciting monster, and I don't really like the fish monsters anyway, so I mean, take it or leave it. It's going to be an early, low tier monster. It's going to be something you fight early on, get a cheeky armor set, and then keep it moving, so not worried too much, but honestly, I would have not minded never seeing this monster ever again. Same camp as like Plesioth, Levasioth, all of them. I don't like them. Anyway, that to one side. Jumping over to the actual combat. Honestly, for the most part, the first few clips are largely speaking just kind of combos we've seen before, whereas some of the weapons have had like a complete overhaul. Some of them have had like new moves, new finishers, new just like behavior. The Insect Glaive at the moment, for the most part, looks to be pretty much what we know. You know, we recognize these combos. This is a pretty standard combo for the Insect Glaive. We of course get confirmation that you know, the ability to sort of dart your way throughout the air and vault off the monster to kind of sort of keep going, keep moving and whatnot is of course still present. We of course know that's not necessarily you know, the most damaging way to use the weapon, but regardless, behavior wise, for the first few clips, it is largely speaking what we know from World and Iceborne. So if we jump over more so to the Silkbite attacks, the very first one is called Silkbite Vault. This one says fly freely through the sky, a leaping attack that spins forwards, follow up with a jumping slash, a jumping advancing slash, or a mid-air evade. So interesting on this one, I'll be honest, it seems kind of pointless to a degree. I mean, I feel like the main value for this is that you've got something that allows you to kind of slightly more reactively get out of danger. You know, you see an attack coming your way and you use the Wirebug and you very quickly get out of danger. That being said, you know, you could just without a Wirebug launch yourself into the sky anyway to perform an advancing slash, a jumping slash, or a mid-air evade. So in some respects, it seems kind of like a bit of a waste. Honestly, I am making that judgment based on just like looking at the gameplay. It might well be that when I use it in action, I'm like, oh, this is actually really cool because it sets up for A, B, or C. But obviously, just from the gameplay alone, it doesn't look that new. You know, when you factor in all the other weapons we've seen and they've had some like crazy behavior, this is basically just like another means to launch yourself into the sky for the glaive. So interesting, but nothing groundbreaking there. However, jumping over to the second Silkbite move, we have Recall Kinsex. This is a Silkbite attack that calls back your Kinsex while dodging. As it returns, it will perform spinning attacks that scatter restorative extracts, healing the hunter and recovering all of its stamina. So again, I guess you could see this as being useful if you happen to be darting around the sky a lot, using a lot of the aerial combos, which obviously are heavy stamina drainers, and if you happen to be taking some damage in the process, normally you would recall your Kinsex, you know, once you land on the ground, do it as a manual thing. The ability to do this whilst moving does of course basically allow you to maintain your air momentum for longer and to kind of just sort of keep up all the stamina draining moves. Potentially this could be valuable if they, for example, put a lot more damage into like the aerial moves, because, you know, if you look at something like World and Iceborne, the most damaging way to use the glaive is to be on the ground. But if they were to then rebalance this and potentially put like a lot more damage in the aerial movements, then I could see this being cool. And honestly, I would love them to do that because I love using the Insect Glaive. It's an incredibly cool weapon, very stylish, and I just love that kind of in-air movement. So if they can just like rebalance it so that that is actually where some of your damage comes from, and maybe flying around the sky like a madman with like the helicopter blade is actually efficient and viable, then this could be kind of cool, because then suddenly you see the situation where you're like, all right, I'm draining a lot of stamina because the aerial moves do this. Now I've got a reason to recall my Kinsex and restore my stamina. Now I can kind of maintain my uptime. You know, there could be some things with that. But again, until we actually get to jump in, go into training and work out where the damage values lie and work out what works best, then obviously we won't know. But for the time being, that is what you have for the glaive. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are you know, happy with what you've seen. Maybe if you were sort of hoping to see more. Again, this is a reminder of the upcoming schedule. We've got 4 more weapons to look forward to: Greatsword, Switch Axe, Charge Blade, and Hunting Horn. Cannot wait to see those ones. But for the time being, that is it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there if you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with. It's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.